Oh, I hate heights. Especially on 3-point hitch, it ain't the most stable thing in the world. Ooh, back up a little. Right. Now to get on the roof. Better put my camera down for this. Well, guys, after griping quite a bit over the last couple of weeks about just not being able to get stuff, guess what finally came in? We got some parts. Now that those finally came in, we can get started on another project down the shop. Don't think it'll take too long, but we still got a few hours this afternoon, and we'll get started on it and see what we're going to get into. All right, before we get started on our next shop project, got one other small detail to take care of. All right, you see my weather station right up there on top of the roof. I don't know if you can see it, but the propellers are, for the wind speed, is not turning, and the wind's blowing pretty tough out here. And if it does turn, it sounds like a drone up there. I guess the bearings are out up there. So anyway, I got a new weather station ordered, and I'm gonna brave my extreme fear of heights to get up there and swap it out. I'm really excited about this new weather station though, because it's able to be connected to my Wi-Fi router in the house, and I can remotely view weather data from wherever I'm at. That's really going to be great for like seeing how much rain we got when I'm not around the house. So really looking forward to that. All right, beam me up. My off-road forklift still comes in handy from time to time. Oh, I hate heights. Especially on 3-point hitch, it ain't the most stable thing in the world. Ooh, back up a little. All right. Now to get on the roof. Better put my camera down for this. Woo, that wind is whipping up here. Well, you can see this thing's barely turning and making an awful sound when it does. Forgot I need a Phillips screwdriver. Get this one off. That's gonna run and get me one. Alright, let's tighten up a lot there. Alright, let me find north. The way this thing can be pointed directly north so we know the exact wind direction. Alright, that's pretty close. It's still reading on the monitor. Tighten her up and we'll be done. Dead on the money. Alright, what this one's got, it's got a rain gauge, wind speed, wind direction, also measures barometric pressure, temperature, humidity, all that good stuff. Everything a farmer needs to know. Alright, now for the hard part, getting down without dying. Alright, let me get the heck down from here. All right, she's all set up and ready to go. All right, and now because my new weather station is online, it's broadcasting. It's broadcasting the data from the station to Weather Underground, so you can actually view what our weather's doing here from wherever you're at in the world, if you want to. If you're a weather geek and want to know what's going on our farm, just go to Weather Underground. I believe it's www.underground.com, and then search for my weather station, and the name on it is all capital letters KTNHUMBO 31, and then you can remotely view, see what the weather's doing right now on our farm. And also, if you scroll to the bottom, once this thing's been up a while, you can view weather history, rainfall patterns, all that sort of good stuff. So if you're a weather junkie like me, that kind of stuff can be pretty neat. Well, on to our next project in the shop, because I certainly don't want to be outside much more today. It's kind of a raw, nasty day today. All right, the next project we're going to get started on is our seed tender here. We bought this seed tender brand new in 2009. We actually picked it up at the Farm and Gin Show in Memphis and brought it home. And it's been a pretty good seed tender for us, but we've now used it, 12 years, so it's needed a little bit of attention before we put some more seed in it for this year. And the primary problem we're seeing is, look at this belt right here. This is the belt that carries the seed up the auger where it drops down into the tube. And you can see how it is over this way quite a bit more. See, the edge is shoved up in here, but the edge is over this way. And I've tried cheating up there on the adjustment to get it to run the other way, and it just absolutely refuses to go over there, and it's causing some seed, especially like wheat seed and cover crop seed. Soybean seed is not as bad, but it's causing seed to kind of fall out of that crack right there, and we're losing seed. It's not a whole lot, but it certainly is aggravating. And as expensive as seed is, we want all the seed going into the planter or the drill and not just on the ground. Plus also, where if you look and see where the belt curves around the rollers, the belt looks like it's getting pretty dry rotted. And even though it'd probably make it through the year, the last thing we need is for that belt to snap in half when we're in the middle of planting and all our seeds in there and we can't get it out. So it's going to try and solve two problems at once. We're going to replace this belt, and we also got an upper roller and the bottom rollers. I don't know if the rollers maybe wore a little bit and causing it to pull to one side or not, but we're going to replace both rollers, and then of course all four bearings in there too. So hopefully this won't be too big of a project. Hopefully be relatively easy, and we'll get a lot of it knocked out this afternoon and finish the rest of it up in the morning. Keep our fingers crossed. All right, here we got the hood tilted up, and you can see how much more this belt cheats over here to the right than it does the left, and that's even with this tensioner adjusted trying to get it to pull over that way. It's still riding over the right, and then you can see some cracking right there in the belt. So she's pretty dry rotted and needs to be replaced. Well, that belt's a lot longer than I thought it'd be, going that tube. All right, got two new rollers there. And then looking at this one up here, it was definitely contributing to some of the problems. See, over here, I mean, it's worn almost flat, whereas over here you still got some, which is going to cause it to ride to one side there. Kind of like those bearings about had it too.
I'd say so.
All right, before we put that belt in there, we want to replace both them rollers. What all going to come loose on this one here?
Belt system cover's gonna have to come off, and God, I hope that pulley underneath there comes off, because you know how our luck's been lately with pulleys.
Oh boy, that sucker is wore.
Yeah, that was shot.
That one beyond gone right there. Yeah, as long as that pulley in there comes off, the rest of it ought to be pretty easy. Well, so much for this being an easy job. Just found out this roller is not going to come out. It's supposed to slide out the bottom, but you got a big pin right there keeping it from dropping down. So we're going to take these bolts out that hold the tube onto the bracket, or take this pin out to where we can pivot the front end down to raise this up off this bracket to get the clearance to get that roller in.
Either way, it's gonna suck.
Either way, it's a whole lot harder than what it needs to be.
Again, engineers.
Some engineers sitting at a computer and thought this looked like a dang good design. Wish he'd come out here and get his hands greasy tearing this thing apart. All right, now comes the fun part, trying to get this pin out. No clearance to drop that roller out. Well, the pin's probably going to have to go out that way. The pin's going to go out that way because it's going to hit this fender coming out this way.
Yeah, that laying to your left right there, that roller pin on the fender right there, I pulled it off, so it is going to have to go out that way.
Yeah, I can't hit on it now.
I have a feeling this is going to be a lot heavier than we thought it was.
Yeah, I don't know if this idea is going to work out too well.
No, that's forklift.
Yeah, if I go forklift in here and chain it up. What time is it getting to be?
10-2.
That's a good stopping point for today. We can do this in the morning.
Why? Can they not just make it simple? It's simple. A common wear point is going to be rollers and bearings. Why do you have to take half of the thing apart?
I guarantee you, these engineers that design this stuff, they probably love to watch every farmer's YouTube videos and have a good laugh at how they struggle to get this stuff out. Guarantee you. It ain't got to be this hard. I'm going to go home and pour me a glass of Fireball.
We'll go home and cut on a tree a little bit longer.
Well, that's going to do it for today. We'll see you back here in the morning. Hey, Zack got the forklift in here this morning. Got the thing suspended, so try and get this pin all the way out to where we can replace the roller here. All right, pull it back. Go up with it. Down. I don't know. Try back and going back. Let it down a hair. Going up. I hope. This ain't gonna work the trailer moving.
We gotta block the tires.
A little bit more. Oh. right, come on back a little bit more. Oh. All right, let down on it. See if this motor pivots up.
Going back, ain't it?
It's just sliding back, which might help. I mean, it moving off this pin here. Keep on going. Almost. All right, there's the old rollers. One on the right is the top one, and the one on the left is the bottom drive roller. They've definitely seen better days. There's a new one. A lot of difference there. Hopefully this will solve our alignment issues now. All right, key goes on the pulley. So it goes on this side. All right, prise up a little bit there. A little more. All right, let it down. All right, now comes the fun part, trying to get that pin back in. I guess just pick up on it and try and back up, I guess is how we want to do it. All right, probably gonna need you here working the crowbar while I try and get the pin in.
You want some of that? Put on that rod.
Probably want to pull the forklift back just a little bit more. Oh! You push on the back of that pin there. There we go. That was surprisingly easier than I thought it'd be. All right, I guess we're ready to put the belt in, ain't we?
I guess after we got a whole 5-gallon bucket worth of feed out of that too.
Yeah, it's definitely time to replace that belt.
There's a 5-gallon bucket of feed in there.
Man, put that in a bucket, take it home, feed it to your cows. It's definitely time to replace that belt, letting feed and stuff get up under the belt here in the tube. We got it all cleaned out real good, and now I guess we're ready to run the new belt. Boy, it's like it's going to be stiff though. All right, how flexible is that thing? Oh, pretty pliable. That ain't, the old one's stiffer than that. Guess it doesn't go hard. Oh, just roll it out there and feed me that end you got in your hand. Sure wish they made a belt that had like taller cleats where it could
actually do something?
Yeah. I tell you what, Zack, this thing ain't going to force down there. Get that rope we're going to use for the new handle, and we'll get us a C-clamp, and clamp it onto the end of this and drop the rope down through there and pull it.
Well, is the price on your crops gonna raise to take care of the price on the fertilizer?
Yeah, I believe it is.
That's what it
Well,
needs to do.
it all depends on what the crop's gonna yield though.
Yeah,
If we yield normal, it'll cover it. If we yield low, it ain't.
yeah. That fertilizer went out of sight, didn't it?
No, it's still going up.
Is that right? Still going up? About like diesel, gas. You here?
Oh,
It's gonna hit, ain't it?
definitely think we ain't gonna fit through.
What about a regular pair of vice grips?
Yeah, certainly.
You don't need to let it go to waste and cut it.
Alright, that's probably far enough, and then we'll run the rest of it over top of that bearing and try and lace it down there on the floor. Alright, let's fire that engine up and run it slowly and see if this bell stays centered and true. Alright, just work the throttle manually to run it slow.
Yeah.
Alright, run it full speed. There's a few more bolts and a cover and she'll be fixed back up.
Ready to go run some more.
How many bushels of seed we've run through this thing?
I can tell you we've run a bunch since I've been here, and you've had it before I was here, so. A bunch.
Well, I think we got this thing ship shape. We'll check another box on the winter repair list. Now if we just get some augers for our grain cart, that'd be nice.
We can get it done. What, 3 weeks?
Yeah, J&M now says it's probably be worst case scenario 2 to 3 weeks before they show up. But it's not like we're gonna go cut wheat tomorrow anyway, so I think we'll be all right. Well, I really don't know what's next down the road. This afternoon I'm gonna go back out in the field and try and get some more burn down strips done. But I think I bored y'all enough showing y'all that, so I doubt I'll cover any of that. So really don't know what the next thing we're gonna get into will be, but I'll be sure to bring you along. Appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you on the next one.